team, but that's another participant that I do want in there. So our first match today is going to be Nate's team versus Dilly Bob. So I know Sterling is there. I'm sure his friend is not far behind. So let's take a look over here. This is a Sterling, and this is Silence of the Lambs. That's who I wanted. Let's take a look over here. This is Dilly Bob, and this is Rive. So this is our first 2v2. Both participants ended it really fast, really nice. I like that. So we got Sword Shield over here with Staff. It's got Leadership with Demolisher, Devastation, Invocation, and Herald. The attack classic DPS. We got Rive over here running with Zeal, Honor, and Firebrand. We see this quite often as well. Quite strong. Sword, Focus with Axe and Shield. He's got Rune of the Traveler with Mender's Amulet. Over here, Seal, Honor, and a Firebrand. Let's turn down that crowd stadium noise just a little bit there. I think it might be a little too loud, to be honest. Let me know if it's not loud enough, guys. I'm going to let them know ready up to start. So let's take a quick look at the core Necro that we've got. He's got Spite, Curses, and Soul Reaping. Running here, Scepter, Focus with Staff. He's got Nightmare with Carry On, Amulet. Let's take one quick look at Aki. He's running over here, Monk with the Menders, full support, Mace, Shield, running really support, Valor, and Firebrand with Honor. Red team kind of backing out. Kiki waiting for his moment of opportunity. Revenant goes in really, really fast to go in for that heavy DPS. He's able to stay in really hard. Doesn't manage to land with that Glint Elite. Now finally in comes the report card. The core Necro drops the Spectral Ring or the Fear Ring down. Able to separate the two. This is really good positioning. Unfortunately, both teams opted for the 1v1 instead of capitalizing on that situation. Good pushback coming out from Rive. Gets the big Shield of Absorption out. Aki getting his own pushback in his return. Shield drops to the line of warding to try to separate the two once again. As you can see over here, blue team Rive is getting really low on the Firebrand. Let's take a quick look at his cooldowns. Ooh, nice stun coming out for him, completely negating any type of tomb or any kind of healing he can get out of him. Looks like Aki might be getting the first down in this one. It looks good. Now we got Dragon Slayer fighting for at his own devices. We do have the map mechanic in this situation, so he's got 1 more minute or 55 seconds left in the map mechanic. Spectral Ring or Fear Ring has been dropped, and that's it. Team Red take it. Nate's Tiger ends up taking game 1. This is a best of 3 series. Sorry guys, I'm just whispering a couple more people just as we get closer to the start time. People see people in the arena, they want to join, but unfortunately I've allowed a lot of time for the roster check, and I even allotted, we usually close the roster at 8, but we close it at 8:15, allowing an extra 15 minutes. Here we go into game 2, and this is why I like best of 3 series, guys. It gives the other team an opportunity to kind of adjust, get a feel for their opponent, how they like to combo, and how they like to attack. Now Dragon or Rive and Dragon are both solo. They free agent team 1, and kudos to them. I'm very nervous for free agent teams because usually it takes a while for them to get set up. But so far so good, especially considering this is the first match. Went really well. Aki and the Reaper are a duo. They have signed up as a team. So it looks like they're working in good fashion. They're probably in comms together. Good showing coming from them. Let's see how Dragon and Rive, the red team, follow up on that first loss. If they are able to counter a little harder. I'm not sure who I would go for here. It's going to be really hard to get the rev down, especially considering when he still has his heal up. It's going to be really hard to get that burst down. And on top of it, you've got Rive right behind him trying to heal up. And to be honest, I think I would probably go for the Firebrand. Let's see what the red team does. Looks like they're focusing on the... I'm not entirely sure. Sphere Ring has been brought up. Rive is getting really low again. He's in big trouble in the red zone. He goes for his renewed focus. He's able to kite away a little bit. Gets the ramp in front of it. He's able to create a little bit of that LOS and create some distance. He's using some of his tombs to get up. Let's take a quick look at his cooldowns. He's already burned through a lot of them. He doesn't have any mantras. He is gone to his third tomb. His turn move... he got some big guys. Projectile hit, that has been put up, but Rive is still getting kited really hard. Dragon Slayer is nowhere to be found in order to kite for him. He does come up, but it's just not in the right time. Rive does go down. Blue team is really keeping the pressure up. Is he going to be able to get the rev? No, he's got the safe stomp there. He does manage to get it. Now we got over here, Dragon Shadow is all to his own devices. Let's see what he's able to come up with. Our next match coming up after this, guys, is going to be Meme Dream versus SW2. Next match after this is going to be Meme Dream versus SW2. Sorry guys, we'll go back to the action. I don't need to cut you off there. He's actually doing a pretty good job. We got 45 seconds left in this map mechanic. He's actually doing putting up quite a good fight, but not enough. I have seen it in the past where it has won in a 2v1. The map mechanic does really help in this situation. Not allowing the other team to get any heals off, because when the map mechanic goes off, there's no healing allowed, forcing the game to kind of to an end. So that's Nate Heiger's team that moves on to the next round. Now we have the Meme Dream versus SW2 or SW3, excuse me. The Meme Dream versus SW3. Let's take a look at who these participants are. This is the second round in our match, so I'm going to be giving them a little bit of time to kind of organize themselves. I'm not sure. So it's Psycho and Froggy is going to be one of the teams. Psycho and Froggy is one of the teams. I'm just whispering a couple people at the moment, guys. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to let them know one more time. Okay, there we go. So Froggy and Wet Memes has entered. That's Pepper Girl over there who's entered. I'm not sure who their teammate is. They may have entered solo. It is Pepper Girl. Let me ask who's your teammate. And then we have Wet Memes and Froggy on this side. It makes make sure these are the people that I was looking for. That is Psycho, and that is, yep, John. I'm not sure if John posted in as Psycho. OG, triple OG, so it's Alex and Pepper Girl. Let's take a quick look at Pepper Girl and what she's running over here. Got Scepter Focus, running with Dagger Focus, running with Monk and Mender's Amulet, Earth, Water, and Tempest. Very interesting stuff going over here. Let's see what OG's running. Honor, Valor, and Firebrand. He's running Staff with a Mace Shield. This is going to, I don't know what they're attempting here, but Mender and Sanctuary, I'm very curious to see what they come out with. We got Wet Memes on this side. He's running here Scepter Focus with Axe and Shield. Yeah, get him. Sorry. Unfortunately, it's a little too. It needs a replacement for Chrome Sansimo. We'll find something, Sansimo, I guarantee you. And yeah, the brackets have closed up. What Memes is running on Firebrand here. Let's take a quick look. We already saw that. Yeah, okay. We'll take a quick look at Froggy. Ooh, Mace Axe running for Condi. Sword Shield. Yeah, he's running for Condi. Viper Amulet with Moon of the Leadership. He's got Corruption, Retribution, and Herald. Red team or blue team going in for the more aggressive style. Scrapper and OG and Pepper Girl kind of sitting back. Red team sitting back a little bit. Scarlina's in big trouble over here. Lots of pressure. Our OG triple OG is able to support on them. The Guardians trying to keep the pressure up, but this is the issue with the red team. They don't have any pressure. So the Revenant kind of has his way with whatever he wants to do. He's opening full damage on the Scarlina. I don't know if she's able to sustain through such damage. Twist of Fates, a lot of the utility's been used, sitting at a 1k over here, dancing with death over here. Scarlina, I don't know how they're doing it over here. Hanging on by the skin of their teeth. It's just going to be too much pressure coming out. I think they're running out of burst a little bit, but there's zero pressure coming out onto the blue team. Scarlina and OG may have to kind of change up their tactic over here. Instead of over here, maybe 30 times in the past 25 seconds, gentlemen. Scarolina eventually ends up succumbing to the amount of pressure coming from blue team. It's just way too much. They may have to change up their tactics here. They have a lot of opportunity to do so. As I mentioned, the only real rules here is no Condi Mirage, no class stacking, and the class you start with is what you finish with. Those are the only major rules. Other than that, devil may care, man. I'm very curious to see how they adjust. They're both quality players. They know what they're doing. They understand a lot of different skills or a lot of different classes. So I'm curious to see what they try to do. Or how they try to counter them in that respect. Oh yeah, get him. Whisper San Slimo. SanSlimo.1092. He's looking for a replacement in his free agent team. So you potentially can take that spot. So let's take a look at Scarolina over here and see if they made any. They can change their traits if they want to. She can go Fire Weaver. She can go Corelli if she wants. But she's sticking with Tempest, Monk, and Menders. I think she was running Monk before. Let's take a quick look at OG over here. Still got Sanctuary and Menders. Still going with the double support. I'm very curious to see how this turns out. I'm not too sure this is going to work out entirely in their favor. They're probably devising a plan here, going through their strategy. It didn't work last time. There was just way too much pressure on top of Scarolina. There have to be some sort of counter pressure. You can't just let Froggy do whatever he cares for. And now that they know that they're more support, they're probably going to go a little more aggressive. You know what? Let's take a look at Froggy over here. I don't think he's gone a little more aggressive. No, he's still running over here Viper Amulet, and he does have Condi. Wet Memes. Nope, still going full support. Scarolina and OG kind of sitting back trying to bait them into that area. That is no port, and you can create an LOS situation in there as well. Scarolina again. Primary focus for the blue team, taking heavy damage, supporting a little better over here, but I don't know if they necessarily want to be sitting in this situation. Double symbols down, Sanctuary Dome set up. OG triple OG is the primary target. He's taking heavy pressure over here. Take a look at his cooldowns. Oof, and that's game over here. Froggy and Wet Memes end up taking that one quite swiftly. Good job coming out from them. Let's go back to our brackets. Let's take a look at our next match coming up. Actually, we're moving right into the second round. I'm not sure why that's set up like that. The Meme Dream, I believe, is Froggy and Psycho. Yeah, they're the ones who take 2 games in that one. I'm just setting up the brackets right now, guys. So that's the Meme Dream that takes it. Now we're moving right into the second round, actually. This is right into the quarterfinals. The Mightiest versus Nate. So it's going to be the Mightiest versus Nate is our next matchup. And I believe the Mightiest is going to be Pip the Magic Dragon and Kralis. Both of these guys are very strong. Pip has perfected this Core Ranger build. And Core Ranger is one of the builds that I really do. Would be on the same team. Okay, yeah, sure. Would we be on the same team? Yeah, you could definitely. If Sansimo wants to bow out, then get him. You can take the free agent team too if Sansimo wants to bow out. But if you want to partner with him. So here we go. Let me take a quick look over here at Deuce's build here. He's running with a sword, Warhorn. He's got Great Sword on this side, Leadership with Demolisher. He's got Marksmanship, Wilderness, and Beast Mastery. Report God and a Key. This is the Nate Higers. Kralis over here running Arcane and Weaver. He's got Sword with Focus, running Leadership, and Avitar Amulet. We saw at the Report God before. Nightmare with Carry-On, Scepter Focus with Staff, running Spite, Curses, and Soul Reaping. Take a look at Aki X, Valor, Honor, and Firebrand, running Staff, Mace, Shield, going for more support. So it's a Firebrand supporting the Report God. They don't have too much burst, but if he's able to catch him in a nice Sphere combo and a nice good Condi Bomb, I think he'll be able to take it. Yeah, Sansimo is giving up his spot get him. So if you have a partner, you and your partner get him will be the free agent team 2. So when I call free agent 2, that's get him, you and your partner. Sansimo, I believe, is backing out. Thank you very much for that, Sansumo, if that is the case. Report card over here. They're kind of sitting pretty good. Pip is a little bit of trouble. Let's take a look at his cooldowns. He's got a lot of pressure onto him. He does have Troll Engine about to proc. He does have Chill on him, giving a little bit of that sustain. Good job coming out from the core Necro, keeping the pressure onto Pip, stunning him when he needed to, trying to go for the res, but Kraus is just not able to get it in the nick of time. Nice counter pressure put onto the down body. Good job all around from that team, Nate's team over here, doing a pretty good job. They did very well in their first team. Kraus and Pip the Magic Dragon are no slouches. Very, very, very frequent competitors in my tournaments. But I guarantee you they're going to be coming out really hard in the next one. Oh, Commando, so we can use you as a substitute. So if you are... if you're around and we need a substitute for one of the teams, I can definitely use you for one of those. That's no doubt about that. So don't go too far, and if you're in the Twitch chat, I'll call you out if we need you. But right now, we're going into the quarterfinals. I think every team is here. Krell is doing an exceptional job over here. Maybe we'll see the map mechanic for the first time so far. It's going to be happening in about 25 seconds. And when the map mechanic hits, there is 0 healing that is allowed. And there's an AoE effect that's in the center of the ring and also on the outsides that slowly encroaches onto the entire surface. Beautiful port by Kralis. Nice job by the Reaper, staying right on top of him, matching him for move toe-to-toe. Kralis will not be able to get away from this. Oh, he's doing a really good job, especially with that barrier, but that 6 stacks of Torment is really keeping the pressure onto Kraus, trying to sustain through that, but a lot of Condi cover over on top of him. That 6 stacks of Torment has been plaguing him for the past 15 seconds. Yeah, too late may not be too, maybe you'll still have a chance, depending on if the team, one of the teams needs a substitute. So that's game 1 down. This is our 3rd match in our 2v2 tournament so far. Pip the Magic Dragon and Kralis getting kind of cucked at the beginning. Pip got hard focused on that. Usually his evasiveness is a little more high, a little better than that, but the report god was able to keep on top of him. Really, really good job. Let me see if I've recognized any of these names here. Silence of the Lambs, I don't recognize too much. And Report Guard, let's see his name. Sterling. I remember Sterling. I definitely know the name. Oh, so Sansimo, get him. You're going to be next. So you and your teammate have to be ready for the next match. Assuming that Pip the Magic Dragon and Kralis lose this round, get him. You're going to be coming up next, I believe. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, it's going to be the Noobs versus Free Agent 2. That's actually going to be my team. Or me and Noobs. I'm going to jump into the Discord with her so we can talk over the Discord. So just waiting for the teams to ready up. Kralis and Pip seem to be ready. Actually, Pip is just kind of standing there. Ooh, he has made some slight changes. He's going for a little more berserk. Kind of saying, I think his mentality is kind of like, you know, if they're going to focus me, might as well try to get as much burst down as I can. Wait, I'm not ready. You got about a minute or 2 to get ready. Get him? Depending on how long this match lasts, and if red team wins, you have about 5 minutes. Here's Pip the Magic Dragon. He's kind of going into stealth right away, getting that smoke scale stealth. Going in with the heavy pressure. Now keep in mind, he is running Berserk Amulet. He's got to get some of that damage to connect onto his opponent. Report God doing a good job of kiting away. Let's take a look at his Shroud. He does pop into Shroud. He's got a little bit left to him. Pip the Magic Dragon doing a good job avoiding. Kralis did a great job in the 2v1, so I don't think he should be the primary target. Report God's in big trouble. He's in the red zone over here. Pip the Magic Dragon does have a decent amount of health, so he can't keep up pressure, but now he's in big trouble. He pops Troll Engine very wisely, backing away, trying to create enough pressure. Report God getting the good fear on top of him, trying to stop him from mitigating, using that W key to get a little bit of distance. Nice job using that leap. Good distance. Kralis having to fend for himself over here. Report God fully resustaining, and he's got full Shroud over here. It's going to be an uphill battle for red team. Kralis does end up going down. Pip is running on Berserker, so I don't think he's going to be able to catch him. So get him. It's going to be your team that's going to be coming up. So it's going to be the Noobs versus a Free Agent 2. So far, so good, though, but still, Pip the Magic Dragon is hanging on. Let's see what he's going to get able to muster over here, and not much. That ends up, and Nate Higer's team ends up moving forward into this tournament. I'm going to report those scores. Let's take a quick look at that replay. So here we go. The next match is going to be Noobs versus a free agent 2 team. So let's get him. That's you, my friend. I'm going to go catch Noobs. Alright, you ready? Noobs, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, good.
I got on the red team.
Okay, I'm going on the red team. Now get him, it's you're up. Get him, you're up. So get him, and your get him's team is up. So Sansimo, if get him's team doesn't show up, I can find a free agent or another participant for you. You just let me know. So we're going to give him 2 minutes, guys, to enter in. Uh-oh, get him. That's going to be a little too long, my friend. Maybe, you know what? We'll go to the next match, and then we'll come back to this one. Okay, so we're going to go to the next match, and then we'll come back to this one, guys.
Okay, so how do I...
Yeah, go into spectate.
I cannot. Join.
So our next match coming up is Mur Stole Christmas and the Meme Dream. Oh, sorry, Noobs. I'll push you back into the other channel. Alright, guys, so our next match coming up is Mur Stole Christmas versus the Meme Dream. Mur Stole Christmas versus the Meme Dream. There's Wet Froggy and Wet Memes. I know they're both there. Oh, it's Sakiki and Mur who's going to be... Oh, no, Sakiki and Flandry. Oh, the memes from the EU team. Sakiki and Flandry are the 2 boys that have entered in a lot of my tournaments in the past. Very strong participants. I'm expecting these guys to go to the semifinals, if not farther. What's the name of the server? Get them. It's called 2v2 Tourney. Twitch TV/Michael123, sponsored by AL. Password is lowercase AL. It's going to be the Meme Dream to Mur Stole Christmas. Mur Stole Christmas because it was actually Mur's team who actually ended up winning the monthly A-Team. It was Control Freaks, oh no, it was PH Magic Boy and Rainey's team that ended up defeating Naru's Team USA. This monthly AT was incredible, guys. Jebro was the one who actually streamed it. I highly suggest you go check it out. The NA scene for PvP is starting to explode. There's a lot of strong teams. There's a lot of strong competitors. It's not like it was before in the past where you only saw Team USA dominating. I think they won 29 monthly ATs in a row. The past 3 ATs, I think this is the second time Team USA has lost. The first time it wasn't full Team USA, and I think this time was almost full Team USA, if not, considering Anya wasn't, I don't think it's Team USA, but he's definitely a strong contender. But that's why Mur ended up winning, so I think that's why Sakiki and Flandry are going with Mur Stole Christmas for Team USA, baby. But Sakiki and Flandry are the EU team, red team. They're very strong. I highly suggest you guys keep an eye on them. Flandry and Sakiki are both very strong, but Froggy and Wet Memes did win their first round. They did it in spectacular fashion as well, being very careful. Froggy was very good on the DPS, and Wet Memes was good on the support over here. Let's see how they counter on this. Flandry running on the DPS, Sakiki running on now. It's going to be main fire focus onto Flandry. Flandry's got great kite ability, but at the same time, Sakiki's got the same thing. They're great kite ability. Now that I don't know if they're going to be able to get much focus onto them. Flandry, no. As you can see over here, red team not taking any damage. This is going to be a very interesting matchup, especially considering that the Wet Memes is kind of like a supporty team where they got to stick together, and the red team is kind of like the solo co-op where they got to poke and pick from far, not kind of stick together, stay far away from their opponents, and kind of look for that opening. Once they find it, they end up taking it. Sakiki going in very aggressive, excuse me. Flandry still looking to try to make him soft. Let's take a quick look at Wet Memes. He's gone through one of his tombs over here. He's gone into more of his aggressive tombs, being very careful on his mantras. being very patient. Wet Memes playing this very well. And same with Froggy and Wet Memes, waiting for their opportunity to kind of let Flandre use a lot of his distortions, and they get the down onto Flandre. Sakiki is not going to be able to get this res. There is no way. He's sitting on Thief. There's just too much cleave pressure coming out from Wet Memes. Oh my goodness. Let's take a quick look at that replay if we can catch it. Great job by Froggy and Wet Memes. Kind of sustaining through all the bursts and all the poking that Sakiki and Flandre was doing. At the same time, they were focusing Flandre as much as they could, getting him to use a lot of his evades, his jaunts, his distortion. And once they got him soft enough and got him through a lot of utility, they started to open up on him. That was a great job by Froggy, finding his window of opportunity and noticing it at the right time and going right through it and really getting the dominating win onto Sakiki and Flandre. And these guys are no slouches. Sakiki and Flandre are both very, very strong competitors. They both have won 1v1 tournaments that I've conducted in the past multiple times. So here we go into game 2. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just whispering a couple people. And we're going to go back to get him after this tournament, after this match series. It's going to be your team versus my team. So get ready for that. We skipped Get'em's match just because he was in a tournament and he was a little preoccupied. So we skipped over that and we went to Sakiki and Flandre versus Froggy and Wet Memes. And Sakiki and Flandre, their team name is called Mer Stole Christmas. Very, very nice stuff. Waiting for the other team to ready up. Let's take a quick look at Sakiki's build, guys. We didn't take a look. Acrobats, Trickery, and Daredevil. He's running over here Sword, Pistol with Short Bow, Rune of Speed with Marauder. Take a look at from Flandre. He's been running this build a lot. I've seen it very frequently. He is proficient with this build. He's running Great Sword, Sword Focus with Lynx and Demolisher, Domination, Dueling, and Mirage. The match has started. Let's take a quick look at Froggy. I believe he's running Devastation. No Corruption, Retribution. He's running the Condi Revenant. This has been much more predominant in my tournaments since the recent patch to Revenant. Again, they're going hard onto Sakiki. He's got to get out now. He goes into Dagger Storm out of desperation. Flandre trying to peel for him as much as he can, trying to take the opportunity to be the complacency from Froggy, trying to open up on him. But Wet Memes has got full focus, keeping him completely topped up. Might be a little disturbed. A little frustrating for the red team over here, not being able to get any hard pressure onto Froggy, and on top of it, not even getting him or forcing him into his heal, because the heal is what you want to force out of the Revenant. Before that, they cannot really fully burst onto Froggy. That heal is going to be devastating to them. Flandre and Sakiki kind of backing up, knowing that they've got one game down in this series. If they lose this one, that's it. They're going to be kicked out of this tournament. That's unprecedented for this EU team. I expect them to at least get to the semifinals. A lot of pressure onto them, but Froggy and Wet Memes doing really good. I haven't seen them in my tournaments before. I don't believe so. Maybe they've entered into one of them, but not frequent enough for me to remember. But so far, I'm definitely going to remember them now. They're doing a spectacular job, sitting fully topped up, giving Sakiki and Flandre a run for their money over here. Now they're trying to put the heavy counter pressure onto them. Let's take a look at Flandre's. Now, Flandre's a master of patience. He rarely uses the distortion once he needs it. He's being patient on the jaunt as well. But the thing is, they're not able to get any of that opening up onto them. Let's take a quick look at Wet Memes. He has gone through two of his tombs. He still has his Tomb of Resolve, his main healing tomb available to him. He finally goes into it. He's got 2 mantras of each available, being very patient. Not a lot of pressure coming out of the red team. Flandre forced to back out Sakiki. And as I mentioned, Sakiki, oh my goodness, beautiful stun and combo coming out from Wet Memes. And Sakiki and Flandre can't really stick together. The map mechanic has finally engaged. Flandre ends up leaving. Sakiki and Wet Dreams and Froggy end up taking that one. Good job to both of those gentlemen. Nice performance. Kind of skunking them in this tournament, taking it 2-0. So now we have Noobs versus a free-for-all team 2. That's Get'em. Okay, we're ready. So Get'em, you can enter now. I'm going to set up the brackets. Mer Stole Christmas and the Meme Dream. Obviously, Mer didn't steal Christmas this time. The Meme Dream is still alive. Kudos to the Meme Dream. So far, just derailing their opponents. Doing an impressive performance here today. So here we go. Please no noobs. I'm going to be entering with them. Hey, thank you so much for that. Okamotos for the follow. I really do appreciate that. Every time you guys click that follow or that subscribe, it just encourages me to keep going. I'm going to move up channels. I'm going to grab please no noobs. All right, noobs, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, who do you want to focus here? Now, we're going to not have much of a choice. We're going to go for the Ranger, but as soon as you see that Deadeye, fucking focus him. Oh, I'm on the wrong character. Hold on, let me change here. This is not who I want to play on here. I am not memeing on a full turret core NG. There is no way. What are you playing today, noobs?
What am I playing?
Yeah, what? Oh, okay.
As always.
What's your weapon set you're running? I know you're running longbow.
Yeah, great sword.
Longbow, great sword. Okay, high DPS. Here we go. Ready up when you're ready, guys. We're still in the quarterfinals of this this tournament, guys. This is our third match in our quarterfinals. We have one more match in the quarterfinals before we move on to the semis. We are going to have a third place match as well. So it looks like we're going to focus on. I'm not going to burst hard onto arrows, noobs. I'm going to wait for Get Him, and then once Get Him shows himself, I'm going to burst onto him. Get ready for the big burst. Yes, Get Him.
Oh God, what?
It's going to get dangerous. Oh, he's down. I didn't know. Cleave, cleave, keep cleaving on the body. Keep cleaving on the body. Yes, noobs. Good job, noobs. Yes, yes. We did it. We did it. Good job, Get Him, though. Really nice job. I was so scared. Don't be scared, woman. Man up. Come on now. Time to pick up those ovaries. Here we go. Here we go. So this is going to be game 2. Mike and noobs get game 1. Really good job.
Your guts?
Yeah, I'm Guts. Guts. And just so you guys know, I like Guts the anime. So here's original Guts. Here's him without his helmet. Here's Guts after he loses his eye. And there's Berserker Guts. Let's go Berserker Guts for this round, guys. We're going Berserker Guts. So here we go, guys. This is round 2 of our best of 3 series. Thank you, Jen. Hopefully we make it into the semifinals. She's nervous. Her palms are sweating.
Yes, they are. Oh, yeah.
Don't die on me now. I can't be a Superman every time.
I'm gonna try my best.
Your best is good enough. So be careful here. Just try to stay around the LOS as much as you can. They're trying to focus me, I believe.
Nope.
No, I'm gonna go after the. I got him in a mob. I got him in a mob. Careful, 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 careful. They're re-stealthing.
No, 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 no. Oh, dude.
No, dudes.
Oh.
We got this. We got this. Don't worry. I'm gonna try to engage you really, really hard. As soon as they expose next time, I'm just gonna go in really, really, really hard. So this way, hopefully, it takes a little bit of pressure off you.
Alright.
I tried. Alright, guys. Our next match after this is going to be the Free Agent Team 3 versus Kodo and Space Pen. All right, Noobs, we got this. We got this. No fear. No fear. Just waiting for Get him to ready up. Here we go, here we go. Winner takes all. No messing around. You're a shoutcaster and Noobs. The lovely Noobs paired up together in the quarterfinals. This is a best of 3, 1-1 both ways. I'm going to stay near you this time. Don't go too far. Don't go too far.
No, I'm done. I'm done here.
Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh, nice to dead eyes down. Good job, dude. Good job, dude. Good job, get him as well. Very nice job. Very nice job from both teammates here. Get him.
GG. Get him.
Noobs and Mike move on into the semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. So our next match coming up is going to be free agent, or it's going to be Joker, Lord of Nonsense versus Kodo and Spaceman. Good job, Noobs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sweetheart.
Yeah.
I died like twice.
You did, kid. I'm going to move you back up, and I'm going to be back, okay?
Alright.
Alright, guys, here we go into game 2. There's Lord of Failure. I'm not sure where Joker is. I'm going to see if I can find him. There's Spaceman and Kodo, very strong participants in this tourney. I'm expecting them to go very far into this. This is our last match in our semifinals. Strats worked out. Congrats, thanks, Jan. I'm going to grab a beer really quick, guys. Give me 2 minutes. If I could share with you, I would. This is the way it is. I'm pretty new to this guru. I've only been doing it for about 3 months, but hopefully with enough persistence and patience and practice, I'll get better and more people will flock to it. But it's more for the community, bring people together, show them that there's tournaments going on, that PvP is still alive, and I get a lot of participants, usually anywhere over 16 participants in almost all of my tournaments. A lot of people know me, so it's starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger as we progress forward. So we got Lord of Failure and D. These guys are very strong, but Space Pen and Kodo, this is a really good matchup we have here today, ladies and gentlemen. D's getting really heavy pressured. He's got to be able to back up. Lord of Failure's got to give him a little bit of peeling if he can. Lord of Failure ends up going down, and D, Space Pen and Kodo making quick work of these gentlemen in this one. This is our last match in the quarterfinals. Then we're going to be moving into our semis. We do have a third place match as well. 400 gold in total for this tournament. I'm actually a little short on gold. I have a bunch of gold that I Play Golf donated. We had Joe Kabuga donated. San Slimo donated. San Slimo actually helped me with my mount opening. So let's take a quick look at Space Pen while we're here. Take a look at their builds. Lord of Failure is running here. Demolisher with Leadership. He's running with Rifle, your classic tools, Hollow, Tools, Alchemy, and Hollow Smith. Let's take a quick look at Space Pen on this side, running Honor, Virtues, and Firebrand. Space Pen is one of the guys that I've been watching since the beginning of my tournaments. He's been really blossoming into a spectacular player. He's got Sword Focus running with Axe Shield. He's got Firebrand with Sage Amulet, Honor, Virtues, and Firebrand. He's a little prickly sometimes, but very nice guy when you really get to know him. Kodo on this hand, another solid dude. I've get to know him over the months. Really, really nice guy. Very strong competitor as well. One of the stronger of the premier revenants that we have. Devastation, Invocation, and Herald. Still running that sword staff that we've known to love. Router and Leadership on this one. So let's see how these two guys do again. D and Lord of Failure really got bum rushed on that one. A lot of heavy pressure coming out from them. Here we go. 8 seconds until this map starts up, or this match starts. This is our last match in the quarterfinals. Then we're going to be moving into the semifinals. Our first round. Oh, here we go. Nice projectile hit popped up by Space Pen, trying to give a little bit of D over here getting hard pressured. He's got to get out. He's not able to get out in time. Just way too much damage coming out here from Kodo and Space Pen. Really heavy pressuring onto him. Lord of Failure is not going to be able to respond to this. He's a very strong Hollow Smith, but a 2v1 for a Hollow Smith doesn't have too much sustain. Not in a 2v1 situation, at least. Let's take a quick look at that replay. And that's going to be Kodo and Space Pen that take this one. Nice job from Lord of Failure and the Joker nonetheless. Kudos to both of you gentlemen joining up. So now it's going to be Nate Higers. I gotta be careful saying that name, I'll tell you what. Nate Higers versus Noobs. This is our first match in the semifinals here, guys. I'm going to go grab Noobs once again. We get to hear our lovely voice. Alright, Noobs, are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's me and you versus... These guys are pretty strong, actually. They've been doing a really good job.
Oh my god. Alright. Ooh.
Alright. Report God and Aki. These guys are going to be tough. They have a lot of sustained Noobs, so just try to stay away. We're going to try to poke. I'm going to let you poke from far as much as you can. And then when they really start to close the gap onto you, then I'm going to put pressure onto them.
Alright.
So you're going to be the bait over here.
I'm aware.
Alright, here we go. I have a couple ports, so I can close the distance very, very fast. We're going to try to focus on the Firebrand.
Oh shit, no. No.
Run, Noobs! Run! No!
I'm trying.
You did your best. These guys are no slouches. They're very, very, very tough.
I'm so sorry.
These guys are very tough. Don't apologize.
Okay.
Thanks, John. Jan, the real one. I really appreciate that. And Sparkle Light. Too much drama around the community. People need to drop their whose dick is bigger and just chill. That's well. It kind of comes part and parcel with competition. There's always a little bit of BMing. You kind of need that. The artist shit talk is strong, but you are right that there are a lot of people here. A lot of the elitist guys here don't like entering some of these because they don't want their ego to be bruised. But these are for community, and the more we do these, the more people enter, and you get to see we put the limelight more on a lot of people, the unsung heroes, people who aren't noticed. You know, you only really notice the top dogs or the people who have built a name for themselves over the years. But this allows people who are new, you know, a little bit of an opportunity to get found out who they are. You know, and it also allows you to pair up, or it's almost like a like you're going to look for free agents. You know, you go through the tournament recordings and you see who's won past tournaments, and you try to find out find team members, people that add into your AT group or to your MAT group. You know, it gives a lot of potential. We're going to try it again. I'm going to go full ham onto that onto the necro. Oh, almost. Fuck. Oh, I can't get to him.
Oh shit, no.
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 Close. Very, 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 very close. It's like the backroom casting couch. It's like a tryout to see if you're good. I like that return to favor. Good job, noobs. Good job. We still have an opportunity. Woot woot. Thank you, return favor, for the follow. I really do appreciate that. We still have a chance for third place, though, noobs. So don't go too far. Alright, guys, we're going to... I'm going to move you back up, noobs, so you don't have to hear me shoutcasting.
Alright.
Alright, guys, this is our last match in our semifinals round. Next match is going to be, let me take a quick look here, Meme Dream versus Koto and Spacepan. This is going to be good. Meme Dream versus Koto Space. Froggy and Spacepan? No, I don't think Froggy's on the right side. He's got to switch over. But both of these guys have been doing very good in their tournaments so far. All of their matches have been very, very impressive. I'm very curious. Oh, here, I'll post the brackets for you, Sparkle. No problem, memes. There's the brackets for you guys, so you can see who's already participated and who's going to be moving into the finals so far. We got Nate Higers, who's moving into the finals right now. We also have the third place match as well. So if you are in the third place match, don't go too far. Memes is crashed, so he's relogging. While we have this chance, let's take a quick look at Froggy. He's running the Condi Revenant. We have Koto on this side running the Power Sword Staff Revenant. So it's going to be the old versus the new. After the recent patch from Revenant, we've seen a lot more Condi Revs poking their heads out. But have no doubt that Power Condi Rev is still a very, very dominating force in this PvP scene. So he's running Leadership with Viper's Amulet. He's got Mace, Axe with a Sword, Shield, Corruption, Retribution, and Herald. We got Wet Memes on this side running Zeal, Honor, and Firebrand. Sword Focus with Axe and, what's that? Shield? Yeah. Traveler and Marauder and Mender's Amulet, excuse me. Yeah, Zeal, Honor, and Firebrand. Kodo on the other side is running Devastation, Invocation, and Herald. Sword, Staff with the Marauder and Leadership. We got Spacepan on this side, kind of gimmicking them. Firebrand, Sage with Axe, Shield, and Sword Focus, running your Honor, Virtues, and Firebrand. This is going to be a really, really, really good match. I think one of the top matches that we have here today. Oh, no, the match is starting, so here we go. Kodo and Space Pen versus Froggy and Wet Memes. I'm expecting this one to be a very, very tight match. Space Pen the primary target over here, but at the same time, Wet Memes is getting bursted pretty hard. Space Pen trying to create a little bit of distance. He's gone through most of his mantras over here. We're using a lot of his utility. It was still sitting really topped up. Wet Memes is a little low. Let's take a look at his cooldowns. He still has his 2 more Blue Resolve available to him. A lot of his mantras. And you can see Space Pen just bursted through too much of his utility a lot faster than Wet Memes. He was able to cycle through it a lot more patiently. Kodo is now being hard pressured over here. He's not going to be able to survive. Let's take a quick look at that replay. Froggy and Wet Memes making quick work of Space Pen and Kodo. I did not expect that. Oh, and keep in mind, guys, these are fellow streamers that I highly recommend that you check out. These are all really, really good streamers. We got Naru PvP, Mighty Teapot. He's the EU PvE PvP. He's also running a huge, huge tournament. We got Boyce, Roy, him, Potatoes, Muckluck, Guild MM. A lot of these guys, solid, solid streamers. I really hope you support your streamers. Those are some guys I highly recommend that you check out. Yeah, that's true, Commandos. How come Lycard doesn't stream Guild Wars 2 anymore, Sparkle? Did he quit? Let's see how Space Pen and Kodo adjust to this. Charging his full mantras. Froggy going in really fast for that damage. Tries to get the big glint elite onto Froggy. Heavy pressure. Space Pen is nowhere to be seen. Too far away from Kodo to give him any support. Nice job from Froggy and Wet Meme separating the two. Oof. Third place match now. So now we're moving into the third place match. It's going to be Kodo and Space versus me and Noobs, guys. Let me just make sure my brackets are the way I want them to be. Give me a moment. Yep, so third place match. Space Pen left, or is he still here? No, Space left. Unfortunately, Space left, so it's going to be a... No. So we're going to go right to the finals, guys. It's going to be Nate Higers. Every time I say that fucking name. Oh, he's coming back. Okay, so where's Wet Memes here? Oh, no, you guys get the bye. So Kodo's team is actually going to get the bye. I don't know where Space is actually. We're going to go to the finals match. It's a best of 5 series. It's going to be Nate Higers versus Mean Dream. This is going to be good. Nate Higers, a Meme a Dream, a best of 5 series. Report Guard, and Aki. This is the Nate Higer's team. Now we're looking for the Meme Dream. In Map Chat, he's like, what a team name. Can we type it more? This is going to be nice. Let's take a quick look at the wet memes over here. They're running kind of, he's running Sword of Focus with Axe, Shield, Rune of the Traveler with Mender's Amulet. He's got Seal, Honor, and Firebrand. Let's take a look at Froggy. These teams, both these teams, Corruption, Retribution, and Herald. He's running more of the Condi. He's got Mace, Axe with Sword, Shield, running Leadership with Viper's Amulet. This duo has been doing really, really, really well. Same with Nate Higer's team, Report God, who's got Rune of the Nightmare with Carry On. He's got Scepter, Warhorn with Staff, running here Spite, Curses, and Soul Reaping. Aki, on the other hand, is running Valor, Honor, and Firebrand. He's got Staff with Mace, Shield, Monk, and Mender's Amulet. These guys, I haven't seen most of these guys in my tournaments before. Report God over here, Sterling. I have seen Sterling before. I haven't seen, I think I've seen both of these guys, but not very frequently, so I'm very happy to see both of them in the finals over here. Red team working really hard onto Aki, sitting inside of that Fear Ring, trying to get some proc off it, but Aki's in big trouble. Hard focus coming out from here from the blue team. Wet Memes is sitting really healthily onto health-wise. Aki ends up going down, falls down to the second tier. There's no way Report God's going to be able to get that res. Froggy doing heavy pressure on top of him. He's trying to get the res. He might be able to get it. He does get that clutch res. Froggy's really low over here. This is their opportunity to turn and burn. Froggy doesn't have his heal available to him. Let's see what he can do. Aki, when he Report God's not even able to get anything, he does have that Connie, so it's a kind of like a slow distribution of damage. Froggy's able to resustain. Wet Meme sitting back up there. He's gone through all of his mantras. He has no tombs available to him. The only tomb he does pop Renewed Focus. He's able to fully resustain over here. Really good job coming out of here from Aki. Really happy to see that. Good competition. This is a best of 5 series, and I don't doubt this will not fail to entertain us. Froggy and Wet Memes, nice Shield of Absorption pop from the blue team over here. Red team is still sustaining. We got 30 seconds left in this map mechanic. He's got one of his tombs left. He's gone through his Tomb of his Resolve. Tomb of Courage is the only thing that he's got left. One cast on each of his mantras. Let's take a quick look at Aki on this side. Same kind of situation. He's got no mantras left to him except for his Elite for the big stability. Reaper Report God is in a little bit of trouble. It does have a lot of Shroud to his availability. Wet Memes and Froggy still sitting quite well on health-wise. Aki being the center of their attention right now, being heavy damage. He does have his Signet of Mercy, but they have to be able to switch focus. Aki's going to go down over here. Report God's not able to peel for him in time. There is no fear available. Aki does go down. Report God's going to be trying to get that fear. He does have the Staff 5 in order to kind of create a little bit of that separation, but Froggy's going for that Secure Stomp. Does get it. Really good match coming out from both of these guys. Froggy's got, no, we're already into the map mechanic. There's no more healing going on. Wet Memes is going to go low. Report Goddess ends up going down. Good job from both of these teams so far. Kudos, my hat is off to them. This is a best of 5 series. 1-0 going over to the Wet Memes and Froggy. So the meme dream is still alive, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Zarissa with the subscribe. Yeah, thank you so much, dude, for the subscription. I really do appreciate it, young lady. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're in the finals over here, guys. This is game 2 of Kiki and Report Card. Let's see if they made any major changes to their builds. I don't believe that they did. They did. It was toe-to-toe. There was a lot of back and forth going on over there. There was one point Froggy got really low, but Wet Memes came back in for the full resustain. Once again, Z, thank you. One of my greatest supporters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So here we go into game 2. A little bit of pressure onto the blue team here. This is a best of 5 series, so they can lose this. A lot of Condi onto Report God over here. He's not able to get that off of him. A lot of pressure coming out from Wet Memes and Froggy. Not what they want, not how they wanted to start. Akiki still being the primary focus for the red team. Tries to get that glint elite, doesn't manage to get it. Froggy does fall off the top tier, creating a little bit of a distance here, allowing him a little bit of time to get some of his utility back. Report Guard finally trying to get some Condi pressure onto Wet Memes. Report not able to get any pressure. Akiki just running for his life majority of this time. Report standing on the top tier was able to create a lot of distance for himself and take a lot of pressure off, but I'm just not sure if Akiki can sustain through that. Wet Memes still sitting really good. He's got one of his Tombs of Courage still available to him. His Tomb of Justice is coming right back. Still sitting very healthy on Froggy, actually taking some big damage over here. Report finally starting to get some pressure. Let's see what they look like on their Shroud. We've got 1 second left on Shroud. Doing pretty good. Akiki's trying to keep the sustain up. Focus going onto Akiki now. Last pages of his Tomb. Goes into his aggressive Tomb. Doesn't have much left. Froggy is getting really low. Akiki is super low. There's just not going to be enough in the tank here. Wet Memes and Froggy end up getting the down on Kiki. Report God trying to get the res, but I just don't think it's going to get enough. No problem at all, Z, and I completely understand, especially with the fucking holidays coming around and everything with that. Christmas must be hectic for you, girl. But I do appreciate you coming in and watching. I'm waiting for your next Twitch chats. Been heckin' nuts, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has. So that's Wet Memes and Froggies that have a 2-0 series in this tournament. This could potentially be the last match in our 2v2 tournament so far. Wet Memes versus Nate Higers in this tournament. Wet Memes has got a 2-0 advantage over Nate's team over here. They got a long and steep hill to climb. It must be frustrating for the blue team. As you can consider, there's only one time that Froggy got below 50 or below 20%, where he was kind of in the red zone, potential for a down, but they just weren't able to capitalize on it. Froggy and Wet Memes are able to keep a lot of the counter pressure onto them. So as soon as Froggy was getting hard pressured, they were able to turn it back around onto Kiki. And they've been hard focusing on Kiki for most of this match, and I'm curious to see if they're going to be able to change that tactic, or if they're going to change the tactic to go really hard onto Report Guard to try to get the surprise down onto him. Let's take a look and see if they've changed anything in accordance to their builds. And as I mentioned, in this tournament, you can change anything with your build. So you can change your trait lines, you can change your weapons, your runes, your sigils, your amulets. The only thing you can't change is your class. But you can be a Guardian Firebrand, you can be a Guardian Dragon Hunter, or a Core Guard in any one of your matchups. You just cannot change your class. And there's no Condi Mirage as well that is allowed into this tournament. I despise them with a passion, so no thank you. So here we go, Wet Memes and Froggy looking for the victory over here. It's going to be 200 gold to Froggy and Wet Memes. It's going to be 100 gold to the Report God, or not Report God, assuming that they lose. But second place gets 100, first place gets 200, third place gets 50. So here we go, Wet Memes and Froggy looking for the victory over here over Report Guard and Aki. This is a best of 5 series. This is the last, potentially the last match in our 2v2 series today. This is a 2v2. We've had over 11 teams in this matchup, in this 2v2 tournament today. Very, very good. Oof, good action. Akiki, again, the primary focus over here, but Report God getting kind of like the ricochet damage Wet Memes kind of standing by himself over here. This could be an opportunity for blue team to kind of isolate one of the red teams and get the focus on. But Wet Memes really, really, really strong in this matchup. Super patient. Aki and again Aki, report card, both of them taking heavy cleave damage. Froggy just going to town on both of them, knowing that he has the strong support from Wet Memes, kind of giving him the confidence to go in there in a 2v1 nonchalantly. Nice stun coming out from Report. Did a little bit of counter pressure. Now from the Necromancer, the damage isn't too fast. It's a very slow. But Wet Meme's been very, very attentive on the condies, clearing them very quickly. They separated one more time. 2v1. Again, the blue team not being able to take full advantage of this. And as I suspected, they're focusing harder onto the Report card than they are onto Aki. As they have in their first two matches, they were focused really hard onto Aki, and now they switched over onto Report card. And this is a mind game that I usually see most of the time in a best of 5 series. Most of the teams expect them to kind of keep on to pace with what they normally do in their previous matches, catching them by surprise over here. But Aki kind of just hovering around that 30-20% mark. Fully risk sustaining here, getting some good barrier up. The duration of this match going a little longer. We got 15 seconds left in this map mechanic here. They want to start looking at their cooldowns. Want to try to get a little bit of burst onto their opponent. If you can get burst on right now, not allowing them to heal up. So you got Report card sitting over here at 46%. He's not able to heal up. They do slightly heal back up. Now at this point, there is no more healing allotted to any teammate. And there's an AoE effect that starts to consume the entire surface. Froggy is getting really low. Blue team's looking in very good contention over here to try to push it into a game 4. Froggy's in big pressure. There is 0 healing that's going to be coming out from here. Even if he does have his heal, doesn't make no difference. Froggy falls into the AoE. He's going to die from it. He ends up going down. Report card and Aki are going to be able to force this into a game 3. Wet Memes uses his renewed focus. Oof, and Wet Memes and Renewed and Wet Memes and Froggy end up going down. Holy shit. We're going to start an ECW chant. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Report card and Aki pulling a rabbit out of the hat. And you know what? Now maybe they kind of understand this. And as a Froggy, let me see his name here. John and Wet Memes. I've never seen them in my tournaments before, and that's a very good explanation to how they reacted to the map mechanic. They were kind of at a loss. They had no idea what was going on. This is kind of the advantage that goes to the veteran players of this. I announced the rules and I let every participant know exactly what happens, so they do have the opportunity. But some of them don't really know until they're in the thick of things. And Aki and the Report guard, which is Silence of the Lambs and Sterling. I've seen them in 1 or 2 of my tournaments before, so I'm sure they've seen this mechanic and they understand it, and they did quite well. And you can see on the other hand, Wet Memes and Froggy didn't completely understand it, and you can see Froggy running into it and dying. So maybe this is kind of clicking on the light for Aki and Report God. You know what? Maybe we should just kind of sustain until the map mechanic and then use that to our advantage. I'm curious to see their tactics as they go on from here. They were 2-0 in the first 2 matches. They end up winning the 3rd match. So we're going into Game 4. If they're able to win this, they force another Game 5. We had a 1v1 tournament on Thursday or Friday, and that one actually went to a Game 5 in the finals match. So I'm very curious to see for a second time this week if our finals go into a Game 5. It's a tall order and very steep mountain for the blue team to climb over here, but I have faith in them. They're going to be, I think they're maybe talking over strategy. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing, but I'm going to let them know. Ready up to start. You're allowed to change anything you so choose about your class. You just cannot change your class. So if you're a Guardian, you have to stay Guardian. But you can be a Core Guard, you can be a Firebrand, you can be a Dragon Hunter. Anything you want throughout your matches. You just have to stay as Guardian. And you cannot class stack, and there's no Condi Rush. Alright guys, these guys are readying up. I'm going to take this time to use the bio, so I'll be back in 1 minute. I'm going to leave us on Aki. Actually, never mind. The match is about to begin, so we're going to keep up with the action and stay on top of things. Now, Report Card and Aki, both of their backs are against the wall here. They're in a 2-1 series, best of 5. If they lose this, they're out, and they have 2 games to win in order to win the tournament. 200 gold to the winner, 100 gold to second place. Aki and Wet Report Card are kind of getting into their groove now, kind of understanding the pace and the momentum that Wet Memes and Froggy bring to the table. They're doing a good job of sustaining through this. Wet Memes and Froggy are in a little bit of trouble. For the first time in these 3 matches so far, it looks like Blue Team is starting to control the momentum and the pace. Right now, Wet Memes and nice axe pull coming out from the Dragon Hunter, getting some counter pressure, but this kind of looks like the tactic that they're going for, kind of sustain until the mat mechanic. They've already gone through 45 seconds of this matchup. There's only 2 minutes in total. After the 2 minutes have come up, there is no healing, and there's an AoE effect that comes in. Aki and Report Card are kind of getting flat-footed a bit over here, getting caught by those cripples and those chills. Lots of pressure coming onto Aki, forcing him to use a lot of his mantras and his tombs. Big trouble. Report Card's got to turn around and kind of counter DPS. He gets those big fears off, giving Aki a little bit of breathing room, helping him out quite a bit. At the same time, Wet Memes gets pretty low. Nice port from Aki. They're trying to merciful intervention. Yeah, merciful intervention right up onto Report Card, creating a little bit of that distance. And Wet Memes kind of getting the worst for wear over here. He's got no mantras left to him. He ends up going down. Really clutch maneuvering coming over here from the blue teams. But he's able to get the res. Beautiful job by Froggy on this one. But he's also sacrificed quite a bit on his own regard here. Oof. This is an epic matchup over here. Froggy's really low. He doesn't have his heal available to him. A lot of Torment stacks over here. Torment's got to stay on top of him. He ends up going down. Wet Memes is at 62%. He's going for the res. Is he going to be able to get the res? But he gets the stomp on top of it. Beautiful move coming up from Report Card and Aki. Holy moly. Wet Memes getting on the big fear. Now the mat mechanic has involved. Wet Memes doesn't run anything too aggressive. As you can see, he does kind of have the DPS, but he's got Menders on him. I don't think he's going to be able to get the down on these two. But ladies and fucking gentlemen, we're moving into a game fucking 5 here. Aki and the Report Card pulling up. Poof, Lord mercy. They said they're not going down without a goddamn fight. And I think a little bit on that, they saw their opportunity to capitalize onto the DPS, onto Report Card, but at the same time, Report Memes wasn't watching himself. He got really low on cooldowns, he got really low on health, and as we all know, Firebrands don't have that big burst heal. They have a lot of these tiny heals, and once he got really low, there was just nothing he could do. He ended up dropping, and then Froggy sacrificing a lot of his utility, trying to go for the res, and by the time he got the res up onto the Firebrand, he was just really low himself, going through his heal to get the res, and a lot of his evasive utility, and then Report Card and Aki taking full advantage of that, seeing their window of opportunity, jumping on top of him, getting the down, forcing the fucking game 5. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an epic final so far. Report Card and Aki have been in my tournaments before. I believe it's Ligma Memes. Yes, Psycho and John over here haven't been in my tournaments before, unless these are alts that I do not know about. Let's take one last look at their builds really quick. Sword. Oh, he's actually gone off of Condi and gone into DPS Revenant. He was running Condi most of this match, but he's got Invocation, Devastation, and Herald for this, which is perfectly allowable. Ligma means still sitting on. He's going more DPS. I believe he was still running. Oh, here we go. He's run Court Guard. He's completely flipped the script over here, going classic Court Guard Radiance with Valor and Virtue's balls to the walls. And this is the last matchup, so there's no more adjustments after this. Maybe Aki and Report Guard are not ready for it. This is going to be a full balls to the walls. Is he running on Berserkers here, or is he running Demo? He's going Marauder. I don't believe Report Guard and Aki are going to make any changes. I don't know if this is going to benefit them. This is a very, very dangerous setup. Maybe they're going to go for the surprise burst, but as soon as they realize what's going on, I don't think Froggy and Ligma are going to have the sustain to be able to keep up with this. They're going for the big damage onto Report Card. Let's see Report Card. Let's take a look at his cooldowns. He doesn't have any Shroud that he's built up yet. He uses the extra barrier. He has popped his Ghastly Breach over here. They're focusing on Aki. This is a dangerous situation over here for the red team. They don't have that sustain game. They need that big burst. Report Card going to push in a little farther. Actually, he's gone Scourge. He's not going Core Necro anymore. He's gone full Scourge for this one. And this is an advantage for the Court Guard. Court Guard does have the advantage over the Scorch, but he's not able to capitalize on it as Aki is sitting right behind him, fully sustaining on him. Froggy's getting a little bit of pressure. Let's take a look at Froggy's cooldowns. He's sitting pretty good over here. Let's take a look at Ligma Memes. He's gone through a lot of his cooldowns. Litany of Wrath is down, but he still has renewed focus. Report cards in a lot of trouble over here. He's not able to sustain through it. Let's take a look at Ligma. He's gone through 2 of his main sustain tombs over here. He's got a couple of mantras left that he has available to him. Back to resustain. We got 45 seconds left in this map mechanic. This is going to be a fucking epic finish. 2-2 series. 2 games won right away for the red team. And then the blue team comes right back with the 2-game wins. And then we have some major changes in game 5. Going to Core Guard over here on Power DPS Revenant. Froggy's in a bad way over here. Report Guard seeing his little window of opportunity. Going in for a full hand. Getting the big fear. But over there he gets a big heal on him. He's still quite low though. Froggy, it should be their main focus. He's gone through his heal. He's got no heal available to him. He's sitting at half health. Blue team should be able to see this. They should smell blood right now and go full ham. But they're actually focusing their attention onto Ligma Memes. He is the Core Guard. He doesn't have too much sustain. Both of them are in big trouble over here. Let's see if Ligma still has his renewed focus. Renewed focus hasn't been used. He's really low. Litany of Wrath has been proc. Report Card and Aki are still doing really good. He goes into a full whirling Wrath. Gets some. Oh my goodness, Report Card is low. Froggy is down. Ligma Memes is going to go down. It's a double down save. Game 5 series. Holy shit. Froggy and Ligma Memes get the down on Report Card. Holy shit. Let's take a quick look at that, guys. That was insane. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. So Froggy and Ligma Memes get it. So it's 100 gold for you, Froggy. And Ligma Memes, 100 gold for you, sir. That was fucking epic, guys. Holy shit. I couldn't have asked for any better of a finish than that, man. That was epic, 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 epic. Aki over here. It was Aki. That was really, really good, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming out, guys. I really do appreciate it. You guys are fucking incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to send you off to Shorts Gaming. He's a really good PvP player. Very, very strong. Very knowledgeable. Gives out great information. And thanks to all my participants who came out today. You guys were fucking incredible. Good game so far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for coming out. Peace, peace, peace.